and welcome back to Ant's Gaming Suite. This is your host Anthony, back with another new world video today, and we are going to be discussing how do you level up your logging speed, how do you increase the chopping ability speed, what kind of speed that you should be expecting, things and places and locations that you should be going to that I think that are good, and a few other locations that I have found over the internet. So now, first things first, before we jump into the topic today, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That will be greatly appreciated. Okay, let's get into the video today. How do you chop down trees faster? There are several factors that can improve the speed of your chopping ability. First things first is having your attributes in Constitution. Constitution, or every other attributes from strength to dexterity to intelligence to focus, all have their own line of sight which improve a specific function. For example, focus improves fishing, intelligence improves harvesting, but in this case, Constitution will improve your logging speed by 10% if you get it at 50, followed by the next level at 150. You do have, or actually level 200, you do get an extra 10%, so that's 20% there. And if you end up being able to max Constitution out, you will get a buff that gives you 25 chance to chop down a tree with a single swing. So that's one method of how to increase your chopping speed. The other ability, or in the other way to increase your chopping or harvesting of your skill, is through territory standing. Okay, so what is territory standing? Territory standing is pretty much every time when you complete a quest, you complete a town project, you craft, these experience will be put into the town that you are crafting it, and they give you the ability to select certain bonus stats when you're in that territory. For example, here at the moment I have a gathering of speed by 21.5% in Windswood, and if I had to look at another territory here, for example, let's go to Everfall here. There's a siege going on, I can't take a look at that. I don't know why they're not appearing up, but pretty much every territory here has a functionality. Every time you level up, you have the option to pick one of the three here. Now you can pick into property tax, gathering tax, station fees, and whatnot. So my suggestion is to put that into gathering speed, as that helps you overall. Okay, so now we're going to quickly look into the logging tree abilities. So what can we chop and what can't we chop? So from level 1 to 50, my advice is when you're playing through the game, you're doing all your missions, just chop all the trees that you can pick up. So your ideal goal is to hit level 50 mature trees, which will give you a lot better experience here. So we're going to take a look at young trees. Okay, so if we were to chop a young tree here, for example, chopping young trees will give you a very low experience here. So you will get 149 logging for every young tree you chop, but do keep in mind that logging a size tree does vary. So the bigger the tree, the more XP you get, or the more swings you do in a tree, it will be very dependent. If I chop a mature tree, I'm getting 177 logging for every time I chop a mature tree. However, it also comes down to important factors such as the level of your tooling. So at the moment I'm using star metal skinning, which gives me a 378% gathering speed here. I mean, it really depends, from flint to iron to steel, and then to star metal. They all have their own perks in terms of how fast they can gather, and the highest one is at level 150. So from 1 to 100 to 150, pretty much throughout the gameplay, when you're doing different missions, my advice is to chop young trees as many as you can, which will help you in the long term. The other option, once you start hitting mature trees, this is when you kind of want to upgrade your axe ability, your axe quality into iron or steel. If you can get someone in your guild or even a friend to craft that for you, that would be really great help for yourself. Unless you want to look into crafting equipments, that is fine as well. And as you progress here, your ideal is pretty much wanting to hit 100 and then followed by 175. As you progress higher throughout the level, you want to be consistently hitting more mature trees, more wide-red woods, and then followed by ironwood, which will help you lead into maxing out your logging skill. Okay, So where would you log here? So pretty much, as I mentioned already, you're pretty much green or young trees are pretty much located everywhere across the map here, and then followed by mature trees. So once you start reaching level 50, and then for me to get from 50 to 100, my advice is to go to Monarch Buff, just right outside. There is plenty of mature trees that you can chop here. It's not the fastest spawn rate here, but I just feel like it gives me more time, or it gives me more XP in a shorter amount of time space, and it's very close to a settlement, which I can simply go to my storage, deposit my wood, or burn them up for further use. Because I'm gonna be chopping them up, gonna be burning them to charcoal, and then using them for furniture. You can always reuse these allocations into different crafting skills. So that is pretty much the short end of how you're gonna be chopping, how you can improve your gathering speed for logging, which locations you're gonna go to for after 50 to 100. But once you hit 100, I will do another video on where I will be going to level up my wood chopping skill. There is an interactive map known as New World, I believe world map here, which gives you a clear cut as to where you should go to. But I would make a part 2 once we are looking to level that from level 100 to 175. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.